Greetings, mystery seekers. Welcome to You Should Be Scared. Have you ever wondered what bizarre and terrifying tales lay behind the ghost photos you've seen online? Well, hold on, because you're about to find out the soul-shaking truth. This episode will take a spine-chilling journey into the world of eerie ghost photos and their little-known stories. I'm your host, Robbie, and today we delve deep into 3 of the most creepy photos of spirits ever captured. Are you ready for this journey into darkness? Join me now and let's dive in. Our first eerie photo was taken in 1985, and this town in England became the centre of a chilling mystery. The photo is known as the Coventry Spectre. During a dinner event on January 22, 1985, the local Freemen organisation and their guests stood in prayer. The room was dark, and all of the guests stood motionless. The photographer decided this was the ideal moment to take a longer exposure photo to capture enough light in the image. At the time, nothing seemed unusual, but when people began to see the photo of the event, a mystery emerged. Near the end of one of the tables stood a bizarrely tall, robed figure. But who was it? Nobody remembered seeing anyone standing there for prayer, especially dressed in a robe. With hands joined in front and a slightly bowed head, the person appeared to be participating in the prayer. The event was held at St. Mary's Guildhall in Warwickshire, and there are several terrifying ghost stories and cases of strange paranormal activity reported there. These include the apparitions of the monk, a girl in a blue dress, a grey lady, and strange otherworldly lights. Could it have been the spirit of the monk captured in this picture? Experts examined it. There were no tricks, no edits, just the terrifying spectre. People tried to explain it away, a double exposure, a prank, but investigators scratched their heads. Nothing added up. To this day, the Coventry Spectre remains unsolved. Was it a restless spirit, a glitch in reality, or something darker? One thing's for sure, this photo has haunted everyone who sees it. What do you think? Look closely, but maybe not for too long. Who knows what could happen if you do? Our next haunting photo is believed to show the spirit of Lord Combermere. Sybil Corbett, who took this chilling picture, used a long exposure camera to take a photo of the magnificent Combermere Library, eerily, while the photo was being taken. Lord Combermere's burial was being held at St. Margaret's Church in Wrenbury. Lord Combermere's life had been cut short by a tragic accident. The whole family and most of the staff were attending the funeral, and the picture was taken at this time because of the empty house. When the shot was processed a year later, Sybil's blood ran cold as ice when she discovered a terrifying sight. A transparent image of a man's upper body seated on one of the library's chairs. Did Lord Combermere's restless spirit settle down for some quiet time in his favourite spot in the library, while his corpse was being buried in the icy ground just 4 miles away? Or maybe he doesn't realise that he's dead. Lord Combermere's children noted that the apparition did indeed look like their late father, and the chair the ghost appears to be sitting in was in fact his favourite. Some have challenged the authenticity of the picture, suggesting that a man sitting down for a moment and then leaving again could result in a transparent figure because of the shot's extended exposure. They also suggest that a servant could have entered and sat down in the chair and then quickly left when he realised a picture was being taken. Sybil, who was always open to possibilities, pointed out that not many male servants were in the house at the time because most were at the burial. Also, the outfits that they wore differed greatly from the one in the picture. Some might also question why Lord Combermere's upper body is the only thing visible sitting in the chair. Paranormal experts have considered this and think that the way that Lord Combermere passed away holds the key to the mystery of why his legs are missing. Lord Combermere suffered severe injuries to both legs after being struck by a horse-drawn carriage while in London. He was treated for his injuries and appeared to be on the verge of recovery, but then a few weeks later, he unexpectedly passed away. Is there a connection between Lord Combermere's leg injuries and the way his ghost manifests to the living? If you're enjoying this episode so far, please like and follow the channel, and also please let me know your thoughts on this photo in the comments. Our next chilling photo takes us to Boot Hill Cemetery in Tombstone, Arizona. In 1996, Ike Clanton snapped this picture of his friend in a Wild West gunfighter outfit. The clothing Clanton's companion was wearing is regarded as standard 1880s attire. Clanton was familiar with the cemetery because Billy Clanton, one of his ancestors, is interred there. Billy Clanton was murdered in the well-known gunfight at the OK Corral, along with Frank and Tom McClory. Because Clanton's companion wanted the picture to look older, it was taken on black and white film. Like millions of other photos before it, it was developed at a local drugstore. After seeing the photos, Clanton's friend called and told him that something in the photo had shaken him to his core. Clanton was very surprised to see a bizarre figure behind his companion in the photos. The extra figure was a huge puzzle to Ike Clanton, who knew for certain that no one else was in that area of the cemetery when he took the photo. The figure is positioned low to the ground, giving the impression that they are half in, half out of a grave, or that they have no legs at all. A few weeks later, Clanton tried to restage the same picture, putting two companions in the same positions as the enigmatic figure and his friend wearing Western clothing. As a result, the mystery grew deeper as the other person's legs were clearly visible in the staged photo. Clanton discovered something else when he looked at the ghostly figure closely. What he first thought was a necktie was actually a knife. Clanton believes that the figure is a man, and that it appears to be holding a knife just below the collar, the tip poised. Although the man's identity is completely unknown, this is by no means the first paranormal event that has occurred in the graveyard. There are a number of other photographs that show strange apparitions, and many people have reported hearing and seeing strange lights and sounds coming from the cemetery. What do you think? Is this a hoax? Or perhaps simply a stranger who happened to be in the picture's background? Is this a genuine ghost? Or just a figment of our imagination? And why did he have a knife? And so, dear watcher, our ghostly adventure comes to an end. But before we go, why did the ghost not go to the party? Because he had nobody to go with. I know, terrible, but I couldn't resist. Thanks for joining me today. Leave a comment, like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. Till next time, my enthusiasts of everything unsolved, stay curious, stay cautious, and stay tuned for more unexplained mysteries. And remember, you should be scared,